Hey guys, it's Pat, and welcome back to another custom LEGO minifigure showcase. This time I have Wiccan and Speed. Now, I bet you're wondering, who the hell are Wiccan and Speed? Well, they are the reincarnated sons of the Scarlet Witch and Vision. Yes, you heard that right. They are the reincarnated sons of Scarlet Witch and Vision. It's complicated. Look it up. I can't really explain it. It is complicated. If you're interested, look it up. But I actually made Wiccan after Agatha All Along episode 4 came out because, spoilers in 3, 2, 1, it was revealed that Joe Luck's character, or teen, in the show was Wiccan. Even though us fans kind of already saw it coming, it was still a really cool reveal, and the whole show was just really good. If you have not seen it, watch it. It's great. And so after that episode came out, after I watched it, I wanted to make Wiccan, and I didn't want him to be alone in the showcase, so I made his brother Speed as well, which was actually kind of a pain in the ass to make, I'm not gonna lie. And Wiccan is officially in the MCU, introduced in Agatha All Along. Speed has not been introduced, well, I guess he has, but we have not seen what he actually looks like in the MCU, except, of course, him as a child in WandaVision, but beside the point. We have not seen his superhero version yet, so without further ado, let's get into the video, starting off with Billy Maximoff, a.k.a. William Kaplan, a.k.a. Billy Kaplan, a.k.a. Wiccan. Yes, you heard all of that right. It's very complicated. And yeah, so here is Wiccan, and as you can see, one big thing that's missing is his crown. He doesn't have one. Trust me, I wanted to make one, but I honestly had no idea how the hell I was gonna do that without just painting onto this head. And this head is actually quite useful, and I didn't want to ruin it, so I didn't do the crown. Initially, I had the idea of making a 3D crown, but that didn't really work. So I thought, to hell with the crown, who doesn't need one? This is my own version of Wiccan. And he is also combines both of his comic book looks, because at the time of making this figure, his MCU suit was not revealed yet. Because I made this figure after I watched Agatha All Along episode 4, when they actually revealed that teen was Wiccan. And so I based this figure off of both of his looks from the comics. I tried to combine both of those looks. And I might as well get these out of the way now. These trans blue ball, they are trans blue studs, and they're meant to represent his magic. Because if you don't know, Wiccan is magic. He takes after his mom with his magical abilities. And I just use these trans blue studs because those are the best that I could find. The best thing I could use, rather. I'm gonna take those out of his hand, so you can see the rest of the figure here. And the hair piece here is just the standard short tousled hair. I think I actually got this hair and this head off of the Druid figure from LEGO Eternals. Because I think that head and hair, I think the head looks a lot like Joe Luck. And even though Joe Luck does have black hair, and Wiccan had black hair in Agatha All Along, this is really the best I could find, and Billy has, I think he also has black hair in the comics, but that's beside the point. This is the best hairpiece that I could find to match Joe Luck's hairstyle in the show, and of course this is kind of combines all three versions of Wiccan we have seen so far in Marvel, both of his comic looks, and of course Joe Luck's portrayal of him in Agatha All Along. And that is really what this figure is. And the head is also, I got mine off of Druid. But as you can see there, I tried to do the little, the eyebrow slit that Joe Luck has. Because, of course, this figure is meant to be based off of Joe Luck's version of Wiccan. And I tried to do the little slit in the eyebrow, as you can see right there. And did it come out great? Not necessarily, but it was the best that I could do with what I had, and I actually used an X-Acto knife to kind of make that little cut there. And I also did it on the alternative head as well, which I think it looks much better on this, or the alternative face rather. I think it looks better on that side of the head. Because this, it looks alright. I'm gonna put the hair on it. It's not, I didn't fuck it up too bad, but I think it looks better from this side as in my personal opinion. Now, the scarf is actually from, I think, Jay from the Lego Ninjago movie. And I think it was originally in, if I actually take the head and hair off, I think it was originally in, it was actually originally in red, but I think it was black first. I think it was black when I found it and started to work on it, but I painted over it in red to, of course, match his scarf in the comic, because he does have a scarf in the comics, and, or he has, like, a scarf hood thing, which he did have in the Agatha All Along finale, and the cape is, of course, to go along with the scarf, and the cape is just a standard red cape, the papery cape, not the soft cloth one, and I actually stole that from Royal Guard minifigure. But taking the hair, the head, and the scarf and the cape off, you can actually see the rest of the detail that I added, that I painted onto the figure, or I sharpied, rather, onto the figure. So it started with a dark blue torso, and as you can see, I did all of what you see here in a metallic blue color. I actually used this metallic blue Sharpie to get to make what you see here, and the back is just that, and the arms are, I don't know, I think the arms were actually, the arms were flesh colored arms, because I was going to try to do the short sleeve look from his first comic version, but I actually fucked up the arms, and so I decided to just fuck everything and do this instead, and do like the his second comic look with the with just the pure metallic blue sleeves, and I did that in Sharpie, as well as, of course, this the torso. I did these two sections there, and I Sharpied a black belt, and I Sharpied a big ass silver belt buckle in the center, and of course the back is, of course, a continuation of the design on the front of the torso, and it goes around all four sides of the minifig torso, and the legs, I think, well, were obviously dark blue legs, and then I Sharpied them in with that same metallic blue Sharpie, but I left these spots blank to make them look like boot shoe things, and I actually did not do the inside of the legs, so I might actually have to go back and do those. But that's actually it for Wiccan, aka Billy Maximoff. And yeah, I am stalling. I am very much stalling, so I can put the pieces back into his hands. And again, his reveal in Agatha All Along was really cool. Like the way they introduced him in the show was really cool. And I hopefully we'll see more of Joe Locke's Wiccan in the future MCU projects. But that is it for Wiccan. And finally, the second and actually last minifigure in this showcase is his brother, Tommy Maximoff, aka Speed. Yes, he is a speedster. If that wasn't obvious, he is a speedster. And it's like he inherits that from his uncle Quicksilver. But yeah, that's here's Speed. And he was actually kind of a pain in the ass to do, I'm not gonna lie. And of course, since we have not seen, since Speed's not in the MCU yet, or at least his suit's not in the MCU yet, I went with his look from the comics, which is it's kind of my own version as well, kind of my own version of his comic look. 'Cause I did the best I could, and this was the result. So I might as well start up here with the hair. And the hair was actually, I think, from Cole from the Lego Ninjago movie, but sharpened in silver. I know he has white hair in the comics. The white paint marker I was using, it didn't work. It was not working, so I just decided to say fuck it and do silver instead. But I think it looks better. And yeah, that's the hair. And the head, as you can see, the head was, I think I got mine I got the one I used off of the Lego Stormtrooper minifigure, but it's been used, I think, in various Lego Star Wars minifigures and things of that. But as you can see, the eyes are completely gone because in his, like, on his suit in the comics, you can actually see his eyes through his goggles, his goggle glasses thing. And I initially had that, and I initially had that, but I kept screwing up the goggle glasses part, and I kept going over the eyes, the printed eyes on the head with the yellow Sharpie. But I did that so much that I eventually just erased the eyes off of the head, and so instead I went with what you see here, whereas the lenses and the goggles, they are completely, you cannot see his eyes because the eyes are no longer on the head, and they are yellow. They are a very faint shade of yellow, but you can tell that they are yellow. And but yeah, that's what happens when you keep sharpening on a Lego head. You erase the printing, and that's what happened here. But of course I kept the mouth, and actually I'm gonna put the hairpiece back on so you're not looking at bald Speed for the rest of the segment here. And the torso and the legs and the arms, they were all green, obviously. And these two sections here on the torso, I Sharpied in silver, and I know they are white in the comics. The white wasn't working, so I went with silver instead. And I went around the sides of the torso on the front and very faintly on the back. Of course, they're not completely filled in the back, and that's actually accurate to his suit in the comics. Like the silver doesn't go all the way around, like this, or the white on the suit doesn't go all the way around. It's just big stripes running down the sides of his torso and legs. So that's what I did here, and this side is more faded than the other side. And I might have to fix that, but the figure is being showcased. So, and same thing with the arms here. I actually had the inside of the arms. If I pop off one, the inside of the arms, or at least that part of the arms, were Sharpied in silver, the silver Sharpie. And of course, I didn't do the whole inside of the arms. I just did these parts of the arms to make the silver kind of keep going around. And same thing with the legs here. The legs, or obviously green legs, and I Sharpied, and I continued the silver from the torso down onto the legs as well, and also on the sides of the legs as well, right there and right there. And there's nothing in the back of the legs. And I did forget to mention, I did paint this little belt buckle thing in gold right in the bottom center of his torso. Even though it's a triangle in the comics, I tried to paint a triangle. I tried to paint a triangle, and I kept messing it up. So I decided to say fuck everything and paint a circle instead, because that was easier. Is it completely accurate to the comics? No. Is it supposed to be? Not really. This kind of combines it's my own version of his suit from the comics. Same with Wiccan, and that's actually it for this showcase video. And that is actually it. So thank you for checking it out. And again, I am very much stalling so I can get him, so I can do that. But yeah. So that's actually it for the showcase. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and share, and follow me on both my socials. Links are down in the description below, and let me know what you think of these figures in the comments, whether what you like or dislike about them. I will take any criticism if you have it. So yeah, thanks for watching once again, and I will see you next time. This is Pat, signing off.